Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, it's under a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Also like, comment, share. I appreciate all of that very much, very, very much. Everybody who's already subscribed, all my viewers, thank you so much for being here with me. If you decide to subscribe today too, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do want to continue growing, and I know without all of you, my channel would not be what it is today. So thank you all so much. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One, book 1 here, which I've read out loud live on Facebook. And then I uploaded all of those videos to YouTube for you to enjoy for absolutely free. If you've already watched all those videos or read book 1, just know that book 2 is published and available. These gorgeous, high-quality, well-made paperbacks are available from Kindle Direct Publishing for only $15.99 each, plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. All right, welcome back everybody, and welcome if you're new. This month here in America, we celebrate Mother's Day. I believe that's this Sunday. And since this is the Mother Speaks Tarot, I'm going to do like what I did in February. I celebrated love all month long because of Valentine's Day in February of this year. And so what I'm going to do basically the same thing here, except getting our messages, instead of getting our messages from goddesses of love, we're going to get our messages from mother energies. And you can tell that today, today's mother is Mother Mary. I've got my awesome Empress card here from the Tarot of the Divine that I was using last week. I've got my water from Lourdes, France. I've got my stone here that I found in my backyard around Valentine's Day a long time ago. It was red, and I felt like the earth gave me a Valentine because of this heart. But then when I turned it over, I saw this, and to me, this is the silhouette of Mary. You know how you can find Mary and Jesus and a bunch of stuff? Well, that's mine. And of course, I've got Mary right here, the Virgin of Guadalupe here again, which also reminds me, happy Cinco de Mayo. And also today is May 5th, and 2021, if you add 2 plus 2 plus 1, that's 5. So today is 555. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I always say that 5 is a number of change. And so today is a big day for change. Okay? So, because we're getting our messages from Mary this week, I'll be using my Medieval Scapini Tarot. This is a vintage deck that I got through a miracle, through Mother Mary, along with the deck that I use to clarify. If you want to know the story of that miracle, I made a video on it, and it's called The Story of My Miracle, February 2021. Okay, so at the end of this reading, we are going to be using the Mother Mary Oracle. I am so excited to have this. Alana Fairchild, who created this, she created the Isis deck that I used in February for the messages from Isis. These are deep messages. I'm only going to pull one card and then read it to you from the book. Okay, so there's links in the description box to purchase my books. There's links in the description box to view me reading book 1 aloud. There's links from my friend April, who is awesome. There are videos of lives that I did about my life story in the description box. And I do still offer personal readings. So if you would like one of those, the information for that is all in the description box below. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made for your life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and the wisdom level in your soul. If you can manage to continue to raise your vibration and wisdom lifetime after lifetime, you eventually get to a place where I believe you're at the epitome of human existence, and it's what they call being enlightened. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's kind of like fate, but not really, because free will can change just about anything. And I say just about because we do write things into our stories that we cannot change no matter what we do, and that's indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you do not have. Okay? Now, I also like to work with the energies that a deck was created with. As an author, I know how much work goes into a book, and I also know how much work and thought goes into a tarot deck like this. And so there's a reason we're using this deck this week, and I will be checking from the little book that comes with this deck, as Mary has instructed me to do. Last time I used this deck, I was not using the little book, but, well, not very much, but now she's telling me to check it. So let's begin. At the heart of everything for you at this time, Aries, you've got the 8 of Coins. This is one of my favorite cards. I really like this. This is Luigi Scapini. And I would just like to point out that this is a vintage deck, by the way. The copyright is 1985. So all this work was done in the probably early 80s, maybe late 70s. I don't know how long it took Scapini to create this deck. But anyway, that's him, that's his wife, and their first child, I believe. And then all of these coins have the different pictures. This is strength, this is the star, this is judgment, you know. So I like this, this particular card. The 8 of Coins here is about working hard. It's also about learning a new trade or skill. Okay, so it's being busy. Now, Coins is earth energy, which, oh, there goes the phone. Earth energy, which is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Just one moment, please. I'm going to pause. Okay, I'm having to do my readings early today because there's a little bit of commotion going on in my family today, but okay, so I apologize for that. So this is, for this particular deck, this is apprenticeship, craftsmanship, one who is fast to learn, also candor and frankness, modesty, handiwork, and personal effort. I am feeling the candor, but I'm feeling this apprenticeship and craftsmanship, one who is fast to learn energy in particular. Yeah, that would definitely be Aries. Aries learn fast. So there's something that you're working on, something that you are not just working on it, you're learning about it as you go, I believe. There's only one way to get good at painting, and that is to do it. And I feel like that's what you're doing right now, okay? Working on your health and your wealth with that Coins right there. Now, the energy that is crossing this, which is affecting it, is the star. And so this crossing energy means several things to me, and it just depends on each reading. So what I feel this is this is the energy that all this work is for. Okay? Sometimes this card is affecting this. Sometimes this card is the opposite forces of this. But today I feel like this card is the reason for this. And this is the star. This is a major arcana card. So this is a huge part of your divine blueprint. In fact, the star represents all your hopes and dreams. Okay? All your hopes and dreams coming true. This is the hope card. This is healing. This is, if you're in the entertainment industry, this is you becoming a star. This would be you learning, you know, like maybe right now what you're doing is you could be learning a script. And now you're going to be a star once you do this script. Or you could be writing songs, and now you're going to be a star. But this, whatever you're doing here, it's what you've always wanted. Your dreams are coming true. And that's freaking awesome. So right off the bat, we have some really positive, awesome energy here, okay? You know, Aries are very hard workers, and it's good to see this energy. Now, the energy of the star, I mean. Now, this is the energy that is at the root of all of this, and this is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is Prince Charming. He is offering a cup of love, and, you know, he's often handsome. And so when I look at this one, I'm just like, what? He isn't really what I would call Prince Charming. He is not what I would call, he is Rasputin. This is Rasputin I'm seeing in the book here. Yeah, but so he's in reverse, okay? See, what the Knight of Cups, okay, first of all knights are bringers of change, and they are also movement cards. They move, okay? So what this usually is somebody bringing you a cup of love, like an offer of love. However, you have this in the reverse. So this is, for this particular deck, this is subtlety, artifice, trickery, fraud, a sly and cunning person, and a person capable of swindling. Oh dear. Well, okay, so what I'm thinking here is you're working hard at learning something new, because this other person who you thought was offering you this wonderful cup of love is actually Rasputin. You know what I mean? It's like this knight here is not what you expect the Knight of Cups to be. He's not a Prince Charming. He's not a, you know, he's not normally what the Knight of Cups is. A knight in shining armor. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. This is Rasputin. I mean, he was an advisor to the Tsarina of Russia. I can't recall his story completely, but a lot of people didn't like him. Some people thought that he was manipulating the Tsarina. You know, this is somebody who came in looking like they had all the answers, but he didn't. The last Tsarina was murdered. All right, so now here is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time. Okay, I don't really feel like I need to look up the meaning of this. Of course I will, because sometimes they say things that you need to hear, but this is the Independence card. This is usually a feminine, and you can see this is what she, if you've ever seen my little writer deck, this is the Nine of Pentacles imagery. This is the woman that stands on the Knight of Pentacles. So Scapini included her, you know, as kind of like a little, I don't know, what do you call it these days, Easter egg or something. So this is you being independent, independently wealthy, having every single thing that you need except a counterpart, okay, which you can have if you want, okay, but this independence is moving out of your life at this time. So let's see what it says here. 9. So, okay, I'm being told there's a progression here, like there, right here, you've got 8 of coins, and then you've got the 9 of coins. Okay, it's now, something is almost over. 8, 9, all you need is 10, and it's done. Okay, even though this is your most recent past and this is moving out of your life at this time, which means that I feel like you're not going to be as independent. You're going to be working with others, perhaps. So that is, yeah, accomplishment, discernment, discretion, foresight, safety, prudence, material well-being, love of nature. Well, if any of those stick out to you, none of those stick out to me, except maybe accomplishment. All right, let's keep on going. Now, these two cards for me as a reader are future cards. We read this one first. And here we have the Ace of Cups, but it is in the reverse, okay? So the Ace of Cups is the Holy Grail. It is a beautiful love that it is so pure and spiritual that it overflows the cup, but it flows out into the rest of the world and blesses it. However, for you, Aries, in your future here, you've got, now the Ace of Cups in the reverse for this particular deck means change, alteration, erosion, instability, sterility, unrequited love, clouded joy, false heart, inconsistency. Okay, so something that has to do with love here and a new beginning isn't quite working out. It's erosion, I'm feeling. Something's breaking down. Unrequited love, inconsistency, instability, because what you've got here is stability. You've had a certain amount of stability with this independently wealthy card, but now it's on its way out. This new love, this new beginning is not what you thought it was, and I don't think that I feel like it's a false new beginning. Now, here's the next future card, and here we have another Knight. Okay, now this is your energy. This is, along with Leo and Sagittarius, this is Sagittarius in particular. And the Knight is, this can be player energy, okay? But this is also passion, fast movement. This is, sometimes it's changing your residence. You might end up moving and to go live somewhere else. So this says departure, a journey, advancement into the unknown, alteration, flight, absence, change of residence. Okay, this is a Hun, like Attila the Hun. It's not Attila, but it's a Hun. A Hun riding a horse on top of a wall observes a migration of people as they depart from a town in Central Asia. The town, once built of masonry and then rebuilt in wood, is now aflame, turning the sky violet. An ancient Orthodox cathedral can be seen beneath the guard tower. The people carry their goods in wagons and lead the cattle with them. The Hun wears hides and his armor is made of leather. He carries a large club and his horse bears a drum. The horse is harnessed in dragon leather, and a rampant lion ornaments on its head. So what I get from that, and I was led to read that, what I get from that is like maybe it's not only you that will be moving, but it may be a bunch of people with you, a mass movement. All right. Now, let's see what your hope card brings. This is the Four of Coins. Coins is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Oh, yeah. Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And that's what you have mostly here. You've got a cup here, as above, so below. Both of them are upside down. You've got the coins next to each other, the 8 and the 9. And then now we have wands. And we have 2 wands here as well. So you don't have any swords. So you may need to... Yeah, you don't have any... Well, okay. The star. The star is Aquarius. Okay? This is Aquarius energy, so there's your air energy. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Thank you, Spirit. Now, as a hope card, I'm not really liking this here, Aries. This is the Four of Coins. I'll just read this to you. The Four of Coins, a nun smiles as she unwraps a secret gift. On the left, a glass vase exhales a precious essence, and on the right is a closed asphodel flower. The roots of the coins spiral. In the top coins are the chariot of the moon and a swan swimming in the moonlight. At the bottom are the boundary wall of a castle and a mysterious cat in a cage. And this is love of material wealth, hoarder, usurer, skinflint, miser, ungenerous person, inability to share. Yeah, this is the miser card. This is holding on, not letting go. This is a nun being greedy. I feel like if you are hoping to hold on to something, it may not be meant for you to hold on. And this is Spirit telling you that what you are is a nun, okay? Man or woman, it doesn't matter. What this is saying to me is that, a lot of people will see nuns as very kind, spiritual people, as they usually are. Okay, but the what is shocking here is that she's greedy. She's it's almost like it's out of character. Okay, so I would look at this energy, Aries. What are you holding on to? This is coin energy as well. So this is health and wealth. Is there some sort of something to do with health and wealth here that you're holding on to? But this can also mean holding back when it comes to your heart as well. Okay, so the next energy that we have here is the energy that is, it's your environment or it's your current state of being. Okay, now this is the Two of Wands, and this is making quite a choice. You're at a crossroads, okay? And it's a very difficult choice. It's a choice between, it's like a fork in the road, and which way are you going to go? Because each way that can be pretty extreme. Okay, one may keep you in place, and one may bring you out into the world. Which one is it going to be? Now this here, I already know this story. This is Dr. Faust, or Faustus, who sold his soul to this demon in order to be the most powerful magician or alchemist in the world, but then he gets that, but then he realizes that his soul is eternally damned, and now he can't do anything about it. It's this choice here. Be very careful which choice you make. Don't make this choice so quickly. This hope of yours, these two together, I feel it's a warning be careful what your choice is, okay? Now, wands has a lot to do with careers or your spiritual path. You know, the coins, like I said, health and wealth, but I'm feeling holding back with emotion as well, okay? This knight is holding back with emotion, holding back. Since he's upside down, I just got this message that when he's like this, he's offering that cup of love. He's offering his heart. But when he's like this, he's not. This is your fear card. And this is the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Now, wands are your energy. And here it is a 5. This is change. Today is 555. And your fear is this change, okay? But in the reverse. Now, I'm just showing it to you upright so you can see the picture here. These are all the... Are these all the pages? Hang on, let me find it in the book. Okay. 5 men engage in a furious struggle, using clubs as weapons. 2 of the clubs are oak, 2 birch, and 1 poplar. A 6th character rubs his hands together gleefully, for he will exploit the struggle to his advantage, and although not directly participating, he will emerge the winner. He has a solar symbol on his sleeve, a bag of golden coins at his waist, a coin at his neck, and emerald rings. Interesting description of the 5 of Wands. This is usually the conflict where you have, it comes out, the end is good for everyone. It's constructive for everyone, like sparring, okay? However, this is in the reverse for you, and this is your fear. This is trickery, contradictions, complexity, involvement, and caution against indecision. All right, so there you go. Whoops, I put those in the reverse. Caution against indecision. Okay, you already know you have this choice to make. You know it's a hard one. You know if you make the wrong choice, you're going to end up like Faust. And so you're afraid to make this choice. Okay. I'm saying this is what may help with clarity. Now, the next card we read is your potential outcome, and it is you. The Fool is Aries energy, the beginning. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, okay? And so this is the Fool. This is, you may be taking a leap of faith. You may be making a foolish choice. Okay, let me get the book out here. Let's see what this is about mostly in this particular deck. This is... Okay, so the first thing it says is a new adventure. Right, okay. I'm not going to read all of this because this is a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just feel this out for you here. This is a new start, and a new start in your spiritual path. This 2 of Wands, I feel like this choice here, it has a lot to do with your work possibly, but also, like I said, Wands, fire is spirit. You've got a lot of that here. Not this, okay? And so then here we have fire again. This is your own energy. It's also feminine here. We have the 0. So this is a new spiritual journey. Just one moment, please. Sorry about that. There was some noise. All right. So this is a new beginning, whether it's your spiritual path or a new job. This is you starting anew. And this, as a major arcana card, this is a huge part of your divine blueprint. Okay, so let's see how many Yeah, you've only got two, the Star and the Fool. Okay, so 2 out of 10 cards in a spread, 2 major arcana out of 10 cards, means that you have most of the control over this. Okay, I think that when we look at your major arcanas here, this is very good. Your hopes and dreams are going to come true, and you're going to be on a brand new path. And since this is your own energy, I feel like you're going to begin to feel very much like yourself again. Now, the energy that is underlying all of this at the bottom of the deck is a new beginning in your earthly life. I think that your whole life is about to change, and I think it's going to change for the better. If you look inside of this Ace of Coins here, you can see these are very happy people. They have everything they need. They have a lot of abundance, and they're joyful. They have nothing to hide. You can see that they're not wearing any clothes. So this is a new life that is coming for you. And you know that this is an extremely, this decision is a delicate one. Okay? Now let's see what Mother Mary has to say to you. Please don't forget to like, comment, share. Check out my books. It's part of my divine blueprint. My higher self said that I would write a series of books that were that teach aspects of spirituality, the path to enlightenment, about twin flames, things like that, through an entertaining but also heavy-hitting book where, you know, it's very, the characters are very relatable. I haven't gotten a bad review, and I've heard reports of spiritual healing after reading the series, so check it out. It's all in the description box below. All right, Mother Mary, what is your message today? Thank you so much. Did not even have to finish my sentence. Oh my. How beautiful. Our Lady of Sacred Union. 3 and 7, 37. 7 plus 3 is 10. Endings. All right, 37. All right. There is a conflict occurring within you, and perhaps you see this reflected in your world. There are warring opposites, trying to find a way to be together in peace. Wow. It is not because you are doing something wrong. It is because you are doing something right. You are growing. I will keep you safe. I will ensure you find the way by which all can function in harmony. Trust me as I guide you into sacred union within yourself and with the world around you. Do not give up, beloved. Harmony will find its way into your heart soon. Sometimes choices need to be made between this way or that. Sometimes this is healthy and essential for our growth. Yet there are other times when a choice of inclusion, choosing both this way and that, is the way through which we can best grow. A choice of inclusion allows us to learn how to bring apparently opposing forces together into harmony within us and in our world. That's my dog whining in the background. She wants to go see someone that's outside the door. But this might be showing up a completely internal issue for you. This might be showing up a completely internal issue for you. Perhaps you are dealing with conflicting desires for a family and love relationship and to feel safe and secure internally in that community. There was a message of safety in this 9 of Coins. But at the same time, you are looking for independence and freedom to explore and express yourself and your creativity in the world. Perhaps that inner struggle of coming together is far more subtle and difficult to pin down a sense that you want to live your life lightly and with joy, but also that you really want to know and be who you are, to not hide yourself from yourself or anyone else, even if that means expressing anger or sadness or fear. You might be trying to find a way to be both the mother and the lover, or the father and the friend. You might be trying to find a way to be the healer and the vulnerable one, who needs healing, love, and support too, despite all your strength. This might also be an issue that is reflected in your physical world. Perhaps you are trying to decide on relationship issues, such as whether to proceed into marriage, or are wondering how to build a better relationship with yourself. Perhaps you are trying to bring your head and heart together so that your life feels aligned and moving in one direction, rather than feeling pulled apart by competing demands on your time and energy. Wow, this is the Two of Wands that's going on here. Our Lady of Sacred Union shows up when we are working on finding a way through opposition and disharmony and into integration and functional behavior. Conflict can be an essential aspect for growth, like friction that creates sparks and fuels the fires of transformation. You've got that conflict right here in this Five of Wands that you are fearing. Our challenges can fire us up and give us the impetus we need to take action and be bold. Or sometimes they can wear us down and lead us into emotional fatigue and depression, particularly if we feel that the challenge has been continuing on for far too long without respite or relief. No matter whether we are on fire with a passion for finding a solution, or drained and exhausted and needing the tender, nourishing grace of heaven to inspire us with the solution that we have not as yet been able to find, Our Lady is here to help. She asks you not to worry about one choice or the other, turning the page here, but to make space in your heart for a third option, another perspective, another way to be with this issue. She says that there is always another way to be, no matter how set in stone your situation or issue may appear to be. There is always another way, another perspective, another path through the issue into resolution. Allow her to bless you with her guiding hand now, as she shows you the other way through into harmony. Okay, so that means that what you really have is three choices. Think outside the box. I was meditating on that the other day. I got a message about thinking outside the box. When you have a box, say there is a cube, okay, and you draw a circle around it so that it touches its points, there's a sphere. You can fit a box, a square, into a sphere, a cube into a sphere. And then there's all this area on the outside of that box. When we're stuck inside a box and we think it has to be this way or that way, that's the box. Thinking outside the box is using your creativity, which is very feminine energy, like the sphere. The box is the masculine, the sphere is the feminine. So there's areas outside of that cube where you can find new things. 3 is also the number of Mary. So she's saying that you have a third choice here, Aries. But I feel like this is mostly self-work, okay? This has a lot to do with working on yourself. This is not just surviving something or making the right choice. This is integrating parts of yourself, coming into union with yourself, taking all the different parts of you that you are, that clash, that bring you sorrow, that make you confused, and integrating all of them into one, and understanding and loving yourself, accepting yourself, and having compassion for yourself. And then when you do that, it's easier to be more inclusive. All right. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. That's what I have for you today, Aries. I'll see you next time.